U.S. President Donald Trump has revealed he resisted Secret Service attempts to evacuate him during the shocking shooting at the White House Correspondents Dinner, saying he wanted to see what was going on. In a high-stakes sit-down with Norah on 60 Minutes, Trump recounted the chaotic moments as gunfire erupted, offering a version of events that's already fueling debate. According to Trump, the Secret Service had to push hard to get him off stage as panic spread across the venue. Rather than immediately retreat, the U.S. president claimed he deliberately stayed back, choosing visibility over safety in a moment that stunned both aides and security officials. Footage from the night shows confusion, movement, and urgency, contrasting sharply with Trump's composed retelling. At one point, he appeared to stumble while exiting. Trump later clarified he didn't fall, insisting he was being forced down by agents following protocol. Trump also singled out U.S. First Lady Melania Trump, praising her reaction during what he described as her first real-time exposure to a shooting scenario. He called her strong and smart, noting she hadn't been present during the earlier assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. But while Trump stood his ground, U.S. Vice President JD Vance was swiftly evacuated, which sparked chatter over the stark contrast of Trump lingering amid uncertainty while his VP was immediately secured as per standard protocol. Authorities identified the gunman as Cole Allen, who reportedly breached security in what Trump described as a blur. The U.S. president even made a controversial remark, joking that Allen's speed was so impressive an NFL team should sign him. The comment has triggered backlash online, with critics calling it tone-deaf given the gravity of the situation. Despite the breach, Trump praised the Secret Service for their rapid response, saying the shooter was neutralized before causing mass casualties. Officials confirmed the situation was contained quickly, preventing what could have been a far deadlier incident. The incident has taken a darker turn, with reports of a manifesto linked to the shooter, raising fresh questions about motive, targeting, and intent. While Trump acknowledged the document, he also used the moment to take aim at media coverage, pushing back against narratives surrounding the attack. He berated 60 Minutes host Norah as disgraceful for quoting alleged shooter's manifesto to him. Accused Correspondents Dinner gunman's alleged manifesto refers to Trump as a pedophile, rapist, and traitor. Allen, meanwhile, is expected to be arraigned in a federal court on Monday. He has been charged with using a firearm during a crime of violence and with assault of a federal officer using a dangerous weapon.
Right now, the defendant is being charged with 2 counts, 924C, using a firearm during a crime of violence, and a second crime under 111, which is assault on a federal officer using a dangerous weapon. Now, as you all know, there was an individual, a uniformed Secret Service officer, who was shot. And fortunately, he is doing all right and he will be fine. But it is clear, based upon what we know so far, that this individual was intent on doing as much harm and as much damage as he could. And thankfully, because of the checkpoint right outside the ballroom, where thousands of people were situated to hear the President of the United States, because that checkpoint worked, there was no one who was injured when it was clear where this defendant was going.
It was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did, because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way very beautiful. A very beautiful thing to see. A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly. and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now, put out on Truth and put out on many other platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape.